Hey Storyteller Squad, welcome to a brand new video. So I'm really excited because I actually got some graphics done for the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge non-modded version by an amazing graphic artist who you will definitely need to go and check out. But I am going to be going over each generation so you all can get kind of an idea of it. I actually am playing the modded version here on my channel. If you want to go and check it out, I will have the playlist up in the top right hand corner for you. But I am really excited to go over these with you all. I cannot express how much it means to me that y'all are enjoying the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge. Y'all are just commenting and liking all the videos, and I just really appreciate it. And it's just been a dream of mine to do Sims YouTube for so many years, and the fact that I've been doing this for a couple years and reached 600 subs here on the channel, it's crazy to me, and I just really appreciate all the support. Y'all just are the best, and I love y'all. Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge Introduction. 10 generation legacy designed to keep your Sims lives full of drama, choices, and surprises so you'll never get bored playing again. Each generation presents unique challenges where you'll decide how the story unfolds. So yeah, so basically the theme with this legacy is you get to decide at the end of the generation how you're going to go about it. There's like 2 different directions you could go usually for each gen. So for example, generation 1, at the end it's like return to your first spouse and repair your family, or embrace your new wealthy relationship. So yeah, there's quite a bit of drama in this legacy. So just so y'all know before playing, this is intended for 16 and older players. But let's go ahead and go over the rules for this legacy challenge. You can play on normal or long lifespan, complete all the goals for each generation, no money cheats except to set your money at the start, no cheats to progress your skills or careers, style and decorate each generation in their assigned colors, skip or adjust goals if you don't have the required packs. So like if you don't have per se cottage living for this generation, you can just play the base game like basically just do gardening, and if you have parenting you can do that as well. If you have parenthood you can play with that pack as well. But that's what I'm kind of saying is in this legacy I don't want y'all to feel like you can't play it if you don't have a certain pack, but in general it is good to have most of the packs for legacy challenges like this. But let me just go ahead and go over the next one. So if you post online, please use the hashtag Sims4NeverGetBoredLegacy and tag me as Storytellerwhims. So yeah, if you do play this legacy, please do use the hashtag so I can see all your amazing Sim families and all the drama and chaos that they're going to get up to. And also do tag me as well. I just really love the support and I appreciate you. So let's go ahead and go to Generation 1. Never Get Bored Generation 1 Farmer's Affair. You build a peaceful life at your farm in Henford-on-Bagley with your nature-loving spouse and children. As responsibilities mount and the farm struggles, you're tempted by a wealthy benefactor who offers financial help at a personal cost. So yeah, this generation is all about being a farmer, having that cozy life and having a family, but also struggling as a farmer and ending up having an affair. So yeah, that's gonna be the drama for this generation. But you start out as a young adult, your traits are animal enthusiast, vegetarian, non-committal, and the aspiration is country caretaker, the career is gardener, reach level 5, and the skills are gardening level 10 and parenting level 10, and the colors are green and light blue. And then the goals for this generation is you start out in a rundown cottage in Henford-on-Bagley with 0 simoleons, reach level 5 of the gardener career, grow a garden with oversized crops, own at least 2 chickens and 1 cow or llama, earn money selling farm products, marry a nature lover, and have at least 2 kids, neglect your farm after starting a family, start an affair with a rich Sim, and also remarry or move your partner in for their money. So basically this part whenever your sim does meet somebody who is rich and they do woohoo with them and have like a affair, so to speak, you go ahead and decide if you break it up with your current spouse or you go and just like move them in and take their money that way. So like if you end up divorcing your spouse, you can just go ahead and remarry and marry that rich sim, or you can just keep your spouse and end up like moving the rich sim in and taking their money that way. So yeah, those are the two decisions at the end here. You can return to your first spouse and repair your family, or you can embrace your new wealthy relationship. So yeah, that's Generation 1, and Generation 1 was so fun for me in the modded version, and honestly, I hope y'all enjoy the first generation if you play it. So, never get bored. Generation 2, the Waffle Epiphany. Farm raised with a love for food, you're a cheerful chef ready for independence. After quitting your restaurant job, you follow your passion selling waffles. A wild night with your party animal friend leads to an unexpected pregnancy. So yeah, this generation is all about, you know, having your food stall and selling waffles, and you know, you thought that you wanted to be a chef, but you end up like just enjoying smoking a little bit of stuff from the bubble blower and, you know, just relaxing and having your food stall. So this gen, you start out as a young adult. The traits are foodie, cheerful, erratic, and then the aspiration is market magnate. And then the career is culinary, and then you switch to just doing the food stall stuff after level 4. Cooking level 10 and baking 10 are the skills. And then the colors are brown and orange, and the goals are move to Willow Creek as a young adult, reach level 4 of the culinary career, then quit, start a food stall selling waffles and baked goods, own a bubble blower and use it regularly for stress relief, quote unquote. Complete the market magnate aspiration, become pregnant from a hookup with a party animal. So yeah, and then the decision for this generation is tell your friend about the pregnancy and give co-parenting a shot, or keep the pregnancy a secret and become a single parent. So which one will you decide if you play this legacy challenge? Generation 2, when I played it, honestly, there was so much drama. My sim ended up cheating on her girlfriend and just having something with a drug dealer, and it was so crazy. And then she ended up, you know, getting murdered and all of that. So it just was a very chaotic gen, but I loved my sim so much. I love Opal. And yeah, this generation was very, very fun. So the next generation is Generation 3 of the Never Get Bored Legacy. The Celebrity Scandal. Fashion obsessed and ambitious, you leave your small town life for the city. Struggling as a style influencer, you have a one-night stand with a celebrity that launches you into unexpected fame. You turn scandal into success, but your past returns. So yeah, this gen is all about, you know, someone who wants to be famous and be very stylish and design clothes, but they end up, you know, struggling with that, and they end up having a thing with a celebrity and becoming famous that way. And also, I am really excited about this generation in particular because I wrote it for the non-modded version to have businesses and hobbies into it as well. So if you have that pack, y'all will know how amazing that pack is and how versatile it is. I really love it. I loved playing with it even for the modded version. So yeah, but you start out in this generation as a young adult. The traits are creative, self-assured, love bug, and the aspiration is world famous celebrity. The career is style influencer, level 5, and then you have to reach a level 3 star rating for your business. And then the skills are painting level 10, romance level 10, and charisma level 5. Colors are hot pink and purple. And then the goals are move into a cheap apartment in any world, reach level 5 of the style influencer career, do odd jobs for extra cash, become a celebrity from a scandal, open a hair salon and earn a 3-star rating, quit your career and work a full time at your hair salon, and then become a 4-star celebrity through your business, marry a high maintenance sim, and have 2 children. And then the decision at the end is reconnect with your celebrity ex, keep it friendly, or get spicy once again. So yeah, that is Generation 3 and Gen 3. Oh my gosh. When I have played Gen 3 with my sim Malixa for the modded version, it has been so crazy and I've really been enjoying it. I know that y'all have really enjoyed Gen 3. Honestly, I'm gonna miss Malixa so much whenever I'm playing with Brenna. But I just honestly loved Gen 3. I loved riding it. It's just been so chaotic. And I hope y'all will enjoy Gen 3 if you play this legacy as well. And then on to Generation 4 of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge. The Reluctant Mentor. Once a promising athlete with a rebellious streak, your body betrays your ambitions. You transition to education, finding unexpected purpose in guiding misfit students. A co-worker becomes your partner, and you have a child, but when the relationship dissolves, you must choose what kind of parent you'll become. So yeah, this gen is all about someone who really wants to be super athletic and be the best, but then ultimately when they go to become like an adult, it just ends up being really bad because their body doesn't do what it used to, and so they end up having to settle and do education, and then they must decide if they're going to be a good parent to their child or not. So this generation, you start out as a young adult. Traits are mean, self-assured, and gloomy, and the aspirations bodybuilder, and the career is athletic, level 6, and education level 5, and the skills are fitness level 8, and research and debate level 5, and the colors are red and blue. And then the goals are move to any world from where you grew up, have a poor relationship with your family, reach level 6 of the athletic career, then quit, reach level 5 of the education career as an adult, box at the gym twice weekly, create a home workout space, date a coworker, and have a child together. And then the decision at the end is step up as a parent despite your low confidence, or focus on yourself and let your child raise themselves. So this gen, I am really excited for y'all to see what I have planned for Generation 4 of my playthrough of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge. It's going to be really chaotic. I mean, if y'all thought that the last 3 gens have been chaotic, just wait till you see Brenna's chaos that she is causing. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to Generation 5. Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge Generation 5, the Chess Prodigy. You have a strained relationship with your parent and find an escape with chess. Your genius level intellect led you to drop out of high school and move out early. As you master chess, your ego grows too. You find love on Cupid's corner and start a family. Your obsession with chess threatens everything you built. So yeah, this generation is a very self-absorbed generation. It's all about someone who's super smart, who just really wants to focus on loving chess and being the best at it. So yeah, so this generation, you start out as a teen. The traits are genius, neat, and self-absorbed. You actually don't start out with 3 traits. You actually start out with 2. So you'll be starting out with the genius and I believe self-absorbed. You'll have to actually go and reference the main regular rules for this, just because you know, I wanted to go ahead and have my artist go ahead and put what added trait you'll add whenever you're a young adult. So yeah, but the aspiration is Renaissance Sim, and then the careers are retailer, barista, and paid mentor. And then the skills are logic skill level 10, and the colors are black and white. And then the goals are maintain a strained relationship with your parent, drop out of high school and move out as a teen, work an unfulfilling job to support yourself, play chess regularly and form a chess club, do paid mentoring in logic at least 5 times, meet, date, and marry someone from Cupid's corner, get married and have at least 1 child, neglect your family to focus on chess. And then you decide what happens next. Work on your ego and fix your marriage, or let your ego win and divorce and split up the kids if you decide to have more kids. So yeah, that is Generation 5, and I bet this gen is going to be super fun and drama filled whenever I get to it. And then this generation is probably my favorite one that I've written. honestly, because it's kind of inspired by me a little bit. Generation 6 of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge, the Hopeless Romantic, which I am absolutely a hopeless romantic. I am all about romance and I'm very mushy. So this gen is definitely inspired by me a bit. So this says, unlike your self-absorbed parent, you're a hopeless romantic seeking your soulmate. A magical night leads to pregnancy, but your partner rejects you and your unborn child. Heartbroken, you turn to photography, isolating yourself from relationships. So yeah, this gen is just about a hopeless romantic who falls in love and gets their heart broken and is a single parent now. So you start out as a young adult. The traits are creative and then romantic, and you switch to loner after you get your heart broken, and then clumsy, and the aspiration is soulmate, and then the career is freelance photographer, and the skills are photography level 5 and charisma level 5, and the colors are light purple and midnight blue. And then you're supposed to live in a cozy small home in any world for the goals, work as a freelance photographer, meet your true love at a bar, date your true love and become pregnant, get rejected after telling your lover you're pregnant, switch your romantic trait to loner after getting your heart broken, and then you decide to stay a single parent and focus on raising your child, or risk heartbreak and try to find love again. So yeah, this gen is definitely going to be a very sad but very sweet one as well. So then this is Generation 7 of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge, the Fitness Obsessed. Raised by a single parent, you've found stability in fitness. Now you run a gym in Oasis Springs with your loyal dog. Dating a trainee pushes you towards extreme health habits as you become increasingly obsessed with your physique. So yeah, this generation is again another athletic one, but it is more focused on like looking the best compared to the other generation, which was more about being the best. So this gen, you start out as a young adult. Traits are vegetarian, bro, and self-assured. The aspirations, bodybuilder. The career is athlete, level 10. And then the skills are fitness, level 10, wellness 10. And then the colors are gray and navy. And then you have to, for the goals, move to Oasis Springs and live in a trailer. Have a dog and jog with them daily. Exercise at the gym routinely. Reach level 10 of the athletic career bodybuilder branch. Maintain a strict vegetarian diet. Own and operate your own small business gym. Ask out a trainee and eventually marry them, and have at least one child. And then decide to remain obsessed with your physique or find a balance with fitness and family. So yeah. And then this is the Generation 8 of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge, and this one was a really interesting one to write as well. It does have some parts of the new businesses and hobbies pack, which is the tattooing, which I absolutely love. I use it all the time. So yeah, this generation is the magical artist. Artistic rather than athletic, you're drawn to mysterious Glimmerbrook, where you discover your magical heritage as you balance tattooing and spellcraft. You fall for a human who doesn't know your secret. Can love and magic coexist? So yeah, this gen is all about someone who is about tattooing and it's very artsy, but also becomes magical. So yeah, and like struggles to like have love and still be magical. So that's what this gen is about. And you start out as a young adult. Traits are skeptical, art lover, and love bug. Aspirations, spellcrafting, sorcery. Career is tattoo artist. Skills are tattooing, level 10, and then the colors are mauve and gold. And then the goals are study fine arts in university, drop out of university after discovering magic, become a spellcaster and move to Glimmerbrook, complete the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration, own and run a tattoo parlor, practice magic daily, fall in love with a human sim, have at least one child. And then you decide what happens next. There's 3 different things you could do. Give up magic for love, enter an arranged marriage with a spellcaster, keep your magic but remain alone. So I'm really excited to get to this gen because I don't usually play with supernaturals as much, but I've started kind of putting that into my storytelling a little bit more, and I'm really excited to get to this gen and see what happens to my Sims. So this is actually generation 9 of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge, and it has parts of the Life and Death pack, which is kind of a cool pack, honestly. Like, I think, you know, it's not really my type of pack, but it actually surprised me and made me kind of think outside the box a bit with not only my legacy challenges, but also my storytelling in general. So I do like it for that reason. So this gen is the Haunted Detective. Crime obsessed since childhood, you became an undertaker before switching to detective work. A passionate affair with a mysterious vampire ends in their unexpected death. You hide their urn, marry, and start a family. But secrets haunt you. And you start out in this generation as a young adult. The traits are nosy, macabre, genius. The aspiration is ghost historian. Careers are Undertaker level 5 and Detective level 5. Skills are Logic level 10 and Photography level 5. Colors are maroon and black. And the goals are move into an apartment in San Myshuno, reach level 5 of the Undertaker career, befriend co-workers and get drinks at the lounge together, meet a vampire at the lounge and see them on 3 separate nights, witness their death on the final night, cheat poison. So basically you have to cheat this certain part for the storyline, hide their urn in your home and keep their photo as a memento, switch to the detective career as an adult, marry someone as an adult and have at least one child, and decide what happens next. Keep your vampire lover's death a secret forever, or tell your family and let go of your vampire lover's remains. So this gen will be really cool and different for me to play one day, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, and then on to the final generation of this legacy challenge, which is generation 10, the Candy Shop Murder. So this generation is a born troublemaker. You set your sight on the local candy empire. Using your criminal skills, you seduce and marry the shop's heir. One fatal dinner of poorly prepared pufferfish nigiri later, and the sweet empire is yours. But for how long? And so this generation is all about somebody who's all about money, who wants to take over somebody's candy shop empire and have it for themselves, so they end up murdering the person. And so this gen, you start out as a young adult, and the traits are kleptomaniac, romantic, materialistic, aspirations fabulously wealthy, careers criminal level 10, skills are mischief level 10 and romance level 10, colors are gold and silver, and the goals are visit the candy shop often as a child, perform poorly in school and never graduate, develop the junk food fiend and or adrenaline seeker lifestyles, reach level 10 of the criminal career, seduce and marry a candy shop owner with the snob trait, become a 3-star celebrity, have at least 3 children, accidentally poison your spouse with pufferfish nigiri. So yeah, you're gonna have to make some really badly made pufferfish nigiri to give to your sim at this generation. So yeah, that's gonna be really wild, honestly. The modded version is actually about royalty, so that's gonna be really fun for me, honestly. I've never played with royals, so I'm excited about that. But this gen also includes some more of the business and hobbies pack, the candy part, and I love that. I love that we got candy with that pack. I think it's really fun that my sims can actually finally have candy, because I am a sweets girl. So, and then here at the end, what you decide for this generation, how you go with it. You either seize control of the candy empire and keep your crime a secret, or confess your crimes to clear your conscience and give up your candy empire. So yeah, that is the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge non-modded version. Like I said, the rules will be linked down below for you if you want to go and check it out for yourself. And I also have the other 2 versions if you're interested in them. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, this little overview of the non-modded version of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge. Do let me know if y'all play this Legacy Challenge for yourself. Honestly, it's been so much fun for me to play, and I can't wait to get to future generations. So yeah, do remember to use the hashtag and tag me if you do play it. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I hope y'all are having a peaceful day. And I will speak to you all next time. Bye, Storyteller Squad.